we are definitely working on our capital improvements. What we did last year, the extreme measures that we took, pulled us out of the hole to the point where we are going to be able to work over the next 5 years, $5.74 million for capital improvements. We're looking at how we can do our sewer systems, our pipes, on a more efficient way. And that is by slip lining them. And that is when we know that there's a crack somewhere, we will be able to tell if that crack is big, small, or whatever. If it's in a smaller atmosphere, we can slip line it. And that means putting PVC over the pipe. So if it does break, it's contained. So we do know the alleys, the roads, the streets, the boulevards that need to be repaired, and the sidewalks that need to be repaired. And I know that for myself in Lawn Acres, I was able to, over the past few years, get 12,000 linear feet of sidewalks fixed. So we are well aware of it. We are working on it. We are absolutely keeping our budget to the bare minimum, but with the mindset that we can do sustainable things with the money that we have. Thank you.
Obviously, our infrastructure is in disarray, and most of it's 40 to 50 years old, which has gone past its life expectancy. And for Heidi's sake, so she doesn't swim any more canals, I hope we do fix all our sewer systems. One way to do it is the way Heidi did say: take some of our capital gains and stick it into the infrastructure improvement. Another way is to cut our beautification projects. If your foundation is slipping, do you paint your house, or do you fix the foundation problem? I think that's more important. I don't know how much money is in the budget. There's several sub funds underneath the general fund and enterprise fund that no one can really tell what's going on. I'd like to consolidate the budget. I'd like to get everything right on a readable and clean budget level so that everybody can see it. You don't need to have a master's degree to be able to read a city budget, I hope. At least in terms of the overall spending. That went fast. To fix the infrastructure problem is going to be a monumental task. I know there's federal government grants out there that was put in place to help developing cities and older cities raise its infrastructure levels and also to create jobs. So hopefully we can look into that and see if there's anything that we qualify for. I think that's a start. And hopefully when I'm elected, we'll be able to get more grant programs started, because I know there's tons of them out there, and I'm not sure how far the city's going into looking at them. Thank you.
Last but not least, disadvantage for sitting at the end of the table, I guess, sometimes. The question regarding our infrastructure is true. Freddie's right. Our infrastructure is over 50 years old, and it's well beyond its life expectancy. It's things that are going to have to be paid for. Otherwise, we're going to have more sewage breaks like we did on Taft Street. The problem is, how do you pay for it? Freddie's right. You shouldn't need a master's degree in business or a law degree to understand our city budget. But if any of you have looked at our city budget, you pretty much do need a master's degree and a law degree to figure that thing out. There's no reason for that. We need to take our city budget and re-examine it, redefine it, and streamline it. We need to break it down and simplify it so we can know where the tax dollars are coming from and where the tax dollars are going to. And then we can stop wasting the tax dollars that are being wasted and put them to use in the infrastructure of our city. The question asked for a couple of examples of where we could cut from. And I've got 30 seconds, so I'm going to say them really fast. We've got a PR department that has hundreds of thousands of dollars being attributed to it. Now, while I agree, and from a businessman's point of view, I know that sometimes you have to spend money to make money. But when you're $38 million in debt, you don't need to be spending that much money anymore. When you look at some of the things that have happened at City Hall in the last couple of years, On the day we declare financial urgency, we give one of our assistant city managers a 10% pay raise. On the day we tell our police unions that we have to cut their benefits and everything else, we bring on board a new assistant city manager to run the fire and police department. There are tons of examples in this city where we need to stop wasting our money and spend it more smartly than we've done in the past. Thank you.
Ed, since you were last